How many images of Pedro Pascal in shorts at the Met Gala do you want? Anyway, it's Fog Entertainment back with another 5 reasons why video. And this is 5 reasons why Pedro Pascal sucks. Coming in at reason number 1, he wore shorts at the Met Gala. Now, personally, I think the Met Gala is an absolute disaster. You know, you've people. It's just an excuse for rich people to show off what they've got and what us peasants have, which is hee-haw. But guess what? I'm going to become a billionaire and I'm going to make them all my bitches. But anyway, yes, he wore shorts. Personally, I don't care, but it's a weird. It looks like he's going for like a Count Dracula or something. Look, I don't know. It looks like a boss in Star Wars or something on crack. I can't really know what way to describe this other than that. It's weird. Nothing really else to say. Reason number 2. The Mandalorian sucks. Right? I'm sorry, it's just not that good. Now, I watched the first 2 seasons and I thought it was alright, but the viewership for season 3 has absolutely nosedived. And you know what? I think it's justified. I watched one episode, about 10 minutes of episode 2, and I can't bring myself to watch it. Like, the show is just so repetitive. The format is, he flies to a different planet or location, and then it's like, oh, if you do this, I'll fix your ship, or I'll get medicine for the wee one, or if you do this, you do something for me, then I'll let you take this and go. Or it's just constant. There's no overarching story. It's just him and this wee green fucking baby Yoda thinking they're both brilliant when in reality they're not. And the viewership, you know, ties back to it sucking, right? Views draw, and if it doesn't, I mean, it's a Star Wars show on Disney, and the viewership sucks. We're not talking about something here that's on a pish network. It's got no real excuse not to draw. Reason number 3, he is overrated in Narcos. If you look on Netflix, Narcos, it's got Pedro Pascal on the thumbnail, and then when you go to click it, it's like just Pedro Pascal. But in reality, in the actual show, Pedro Pascal was not a big deal. He was in it, but he was not the big deal to make out to be, and he wasn't like that spectacular. It was all about Steve Haynes in Narcos, or Big Pablo himself. Not Big Pedro, not Big. I can't remember what his character was called in Narcos. Reason number 4, he doesn't have that much charisma. If we're being honest, right? Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have a wee bit. Of course, he's a wee bit, but there's a reason he plays, like, monotone characters. Like, he played Joel in The Last of Us, and I think he played him pretty well, because he was just very monotone, like, depressed. Like, I know his daughter died, but, mate, it was 20 years ago. You're ever going to get fucking over it? Oh, but it was Ellie that got me over it. No, Pedro. I'm not buying it, big man. I'm not buying it. And then, like, in Mandalorian, he just plays a very monotone Mando. He's like, no, that's not going to work for me and the Green Man. Narcos, I mean, he's in Triple Frontier. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't really care for it. He's in that as well. I'm sure he was monotone in that. And then, reason number 5, finally, why Pedro Pascal sucks. He's literally a trend. I'm not saying people pretend to like him, but I mean, I think there is that element of it too. But people overhype him because he's a trend. He's literally like the new favourite flavour. This goes around and it happens every couple, not every couple of years, but like every week, every month, every year, someone becomes the flavour of the month. And that's exactly what he is. You know, he was in Mando, he got cast as Joel. Literally anybody, right, who would have got cast as Joel probably would have got the same treatment that Pedro Pascal's getting. And yeah, he's literally a trend. And when people become like that, then you get people like me making videos why he sucks. When in reality, he's not actually that bad, but I think he is severely overrated. Anyway, guys, till next time, Fog Entertainment signing out.